By First Commonwealth Bank here in the voice of Indiana County, WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. Indiana Players have another production ready to roll, and it appears to me, just to me, it appears as if there will be young people focused on as the focus of this event. By the way, we're on Facebook Live this morning. Anybody wants to watch it as these young folks and one rather older folk appear. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right, who's directing this thing?
I am.
Okay, well, let's meet you first, and you can tell us about the name of the play and working with this wacky group of kids that you have here this morning. Pull that microphone around to you a little bit.
Thanks. My name is Bill Herring, and I'm the director of 4 a.m. the Musical. Mm-hmm. And this is a show that follows a group of teens separately in their bedrooms or whatever they're doing at 4 a.m. And if you ever wondered what teens do at 4 a.m., this is the show for you.
Maybe I don't want to know that. I'm just saying. I'm always here at 4 a.m., so I have no idea what's going on in the bedrooms of teenagers at 4 o'clock in the morning, but maybe these four that you brought with you do.
Maybe they do.
Yeah, okay. So how big is the cast?
The cast, we have 10 cast members playing... 14 cast members playing 19 roles.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they are all teenagers, which makes it different from the other youth shows that we do, which are usually 6 to 18. This is more 13 and up.
All right. Well, let's meet some of them. And, you're sitting right by the microphone, so let's talk to you first. Good morning. Let me move this out of the way. I see that you're being filmed from two different angles today. I want to get your good side, and I don't want this in the... What's your name?
My name is Ketchernet Sexton.
Mm-hmm.
I play the role of Anne.
Uh-huh.
And just to let you know, we do not have our practices at 4 a.m.
Aw. Now, that's a shame, because how are you... if you are not method actors? Is this what we're learning here today?
They wanted to have a sleepover and do one rehearsal at 4 a.m.
We did, but he said no.
He said no. Vetoed by the adult.
Yeah.
It's probably a good plan. So tell me about your character. What happens?
So Anne, she's a bit of a fanatic when it comes to sleepovers. Like, she wants to do basically everything at a sleepover. And she is very outgoing, but she also has poor memory.
Okay, then. I'm trying to get a picture here. But she wants to do everything but sleep.
Right.
Okay. All right. What are some of those things? Games.
Talk about guys.
Dye
Dye each other's hair purple. Text their friends to tell them what an amazing time they're having.
Wow. 4 a.m.
Sing songs.
Yeah, that's a good idea at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Good try. I'm not sure that's going to work out so well for your character. Does everybody... tell me, how do the other characters relate to your character?
So I only talk or what?
Interact.
Okay.
Yeah, interact. I couldn't think of that word. I only interact with one other character, and that is a character called Monica.
Okay.
And so Monica is trying to sleep, and I'm like, no, you have to be up and awake.
I take it you're Monica?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's meet you, too, and find out about you and dealing with crazy Anne and her propensity to want to play at 4 o'clock in the morning. What's your name?
Madeline Buffone.
Uh-huh.
I play Monica and Juliet.
And Juliet, another
Yeah.
character. Okay, yeah, we know that there's going to be multiple characters. So tell me about your character, and obviously dealing with young Anne here is a problem, huh?
Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to sleep, and she won't leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she finally gets me up, I start thinking of things that she's done to me since we were really little that I think that she should apologize for. And, we're bickering on and off at each other, and then we're friends at another moment, and we're bickering again. And it's basically just going on like that the whole time, and then we become friends again at the end.
Yeah, but I don't remember any of the stuff that you mentioned to me.
Is that true?
Wait, what?
So you guys are having a pretty fun time with it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have you been in rehearsal?
5 weeks.
5 weeks worth. 5 weeks, and she points and she says, "With that," she pointed right at you, Mr. Director. Isn't that nice? Let's meet these two
No,
guys
I
here.
said that.
Oh.
I just that because I didn't know how long we did this for.
All right, gentlemen, let's meet you today and find out what you're doing in this, which is called what again? 4 a.m. the musical. I assume then there's music in this.
Yes.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, well let's learn about you, each of you. Tell me your name.
So my name is Alex Ishoy, and I'm playing the character Hale and the monster under the bed.
Let's get you a little closer to the microphone there. It'll pull forward if you need it to pull forward a little bit, so we can get your voice on there. Okay, so you're two guys. You're one of the teenagers, and you're the monster under the bed.
Yes, there is this character. She is named the Sleeper Kid, and she has nightmares. And there are these group of 4 girls that go up to her, and they're called the Fear Dances, and they terrorize her in the night.
All right, so this young lady thinks there's a monster under the bed, and you are that monster.
Yes.
All right, well then, everybody has a career plan, and I'm glad that one's working out for you. Tell me about your other character.
Also, Hale is sleeping over at his counterpart's house.
No, it's the other way around.
Wait, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Simon's sleeping
Okay,
at
so-
your house.
Simon is staying over at my house.
Okay.
And he deals with parental abuse. And so throughout the play, it's kind of my job to be like the mediator for that.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like an interesting little dynamic between the two characters. Let's meet this other character, and you can tell us who you are and your roles.
My name is Tim Sexton, and as mentioned, I am playing Simon, and I will also be playing Romeo.
Okay. To Juliet?
Yes.
I'm sort of figuring that, but not the traditional classic Romeo and Juliet from Shakespeare?
No, this is more of a modern Romeo and Juliet,
Okay.
because in the show, we are trying to decide whether or not we should text each other on our phone.
Call.
Call, yes, thank you.
All right. To call or not to call?
That is the question.
Okay, then. Juliet, what do you think of this guy? Okay. All right, so you're playing Romeo on the one, and what's the other character?
Simon.
Simon, and he's involved with this other young man here.
Yes.
Okay, what's the relationship between the two of you?
Simon and Hale are like buddy-buddy because Hale is always looking out for Simon, making sure he's comfortable in what he's doing, and to keep Simon up, they play these silly little games of like
Bands with colors in them.
right bands with colors in them,
Okay.
or vegetables
Like Green Day and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so you are at it for 5 weeks now. Let's talk to Mr. Director once more and find out if he's gone off the deep end after having dealt with these kids for all this time.
Oh, well, it was scary for a while.
Was it?
Yes. Oh boy, but these kids really do a great job.
Yeah.
I am amazed every night. Something gets a little better every night. And I think we have one more rehearsal, and I didn't want to tell them last night that they were ready for an audience. I wanted to save that for tonight, but I think they are ready for an audience.
And they're going to get one soon. So what's the play dates?
The play dates, we open this Friday, June 22nd, and it'll be the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and then next weekend, the 29th, 30th, and July 1st. And that's Fridays and Saturdays. It starts at 7:30, and on Sundays we start at 2:30.
Okay, so Friday, Saturday evening performances, Sunday matinees the next 2 weekends.
Yes.
Terrific. Well, it sounds like they're having fun. Working with young actors like this, and teenage actors, we see a lot of plays involving little kids. We see the high school plays where we have teenage actors, and so you probably have inherited some from their high school drama departments. What's it been like for you? I would assume that it's different than working with adults who've been doing this for a number of years.
Definitely, and like I said, most youth shows are ages 6 to 18, and I've always felt bad for the older kids because a younger one could come on stage and pick his nose and steal the show.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I wanted to find something.
Don't any of you do that, by the way, please.
Wanted to find something that the teenagers could do, something that was a little more mature. And this play, there are mature moments in this play. It can be a little dark at times.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is a musical, huh?
It is a musical.
All right. Who sings what?
Well, Romeo and Juliet sing a song to each other from their separate bedrooms across town.
Okay. Yeah. He doesn't have, since it's the age of electronics, he doesn't have to stand below the balcony.
No.
Okay.
But they're actually singing to themselves about should I, call the.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty talented group of young people. And,
we definitely do.
And a really good show for the next 2 weekends. Philadelphia Street Playhouse. Tickets available ahead of time or get them at the door?
Both. You can get them on the website, indianaplayers.com, a ShowClicks account, or you can get them at the door.
Very good. Very good.
Or you can call and reserve seats and
Okay.
pay for them when you get there.
All right. That's wonderful. Well, have a wonderful weekend, the next 2 weekends, to all of you actors and all of your castmates, and we wish the best for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
The Indiana Players 4 a.m. the musical next 2 weekends, Friday and Saturday performances in the evenings, Sunday matinees the next 2 Sundays. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank, here in the voice of Indiana County.